Let's fucking go! Jets, 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 Jets. What's going on, Jets Nation? If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If you could also like and share my content, which greatly helps the algorithm of my channel. You can also follow me on social media at Straight 100 Jets at Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Man, what an incredible night that was. I was at the MGM Grand watching on the big screen that they have over there. It was just incredible. I was just completely speechless by the end of the night at what Joe D pulled off. It's just an absolute masterclass on his part. The Jets, hands down, won the night. I had the best night of all the teams that were drafting last night. It was incredible. So let's get into it right now. So the first pick at number 4, the New York Jets select Ahmad Gardner. And I had to admit, I was slightly disappointed at first, even though I love Sauce Gardner. I mean, he would fit right into the Salah's defense perfectly. I mean, can play man, can play off man, just an incredible talent. And most people had him as the best player on the board for the entire NFL draft. So, but I wanted Kayvon Thibodeau because I thought pass rusher was a bigger need. But as it turns out, later on we ended up getting our pass rusher, which makes the Sauce pick even more exciting because he can lock it down. He could be the Darrelle Revis of the 2020s, in my opinion. And just a great job by Joe D addressing, getting Sauce Gardner and then getting, surprisingly, we ended up, getting Jermaine Johnson later, which I'll get into later. But fantastic pick. Most people had him as the best player on the board. So I was pretty happy with that. Now with the 10th pick, the New York Jets selected Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, the wide receiver, which was my favorite pick of the day. I've had him consistently as my number 1 wide receiver on the board. I mean, he reminds me of like a cross between Stephon Diggs and Odell Beckham Jr. when Odell Beckham was killing it with the Giants. Just fantastic route runner, a danger to take it to the house at any point in any time. I mean, would be absolutely perfect in this system. Can you imagine him and Elijah Moore? I mean, they'll just be interchangeable. I mean, that'll just be so exciting, to see as a Jets fan. I mean, Garrett Wilson is the truth, and I could not have been happier with this. I mean, they could have taken a risk with Jameson Williams, with his knee, but I'm glad that they got Garrett Wilson because he's going to be, a day 1 starter right next to Elijah Moore. And I cannot wait to see this happen. I'm so happy for Zach Wilson that he gets this new weapon. I mean, Wilson to Wilson is in the house, man. Expect a lot of Wilson to Wilson hookups and touchdowns for the next decade. And I can't wait to start seeing it happen come September. Phenomenal pick by the Jets. One last quick note on the 10th pick. So obviously the trade for Deebo Samuel fell through. And there's a reason why for that, which I've heard reports of, that San Francisco wanted Drake London at number 10 and Atlanta ended up picking him at number 8, which is fine by me. So that pretty much 86 the plans for a trade, but in retrospect, I don't care. I'm so happy that they got Garrett Wilson. Just a perfect pick, and we get him a lot cheaper. So, fantastic job again by Joe Douglas. But I just wanted to let you know that they were trying to get Deebo, but since, the 49ers, couldn't get Drake London at number 10, that plan just went out the window. But in all retrospect, I don't care. The day went fabulous. Now, as the night went on, one of JD's picks who he had high on his board was Jermaine Johnson, the pass rusher from Florida State. And as it turns out, he ended up slipping in the draft. So he started getting on the phone like from 15 on, trying to call teams to trade. And he just kept slipping. And then we got the Titans to agree on a trade, which is great. We didn't give up much to move up. So, and to have Jermaine Johnson, an elite pass rusher, I mean, who the Jets strongly coveted as one of, if not their top pass rusher on the board, to have him slip to 26 is incredibly good fortune for the Jets for a change. And incredible that JD was aggressive enough to pull this off. I mean, to add Jermaine Johnson to a position that we sorely needed, a playmaker next to Carl Lawson, we ended up getting that in Jermaine Johnson. I mean, just an amazing draft by Joe Douglas, and we get a premier pass rusher at 26, and it didn't cost much. I think it ended up like being like the Jets, in all likelihood, just gave up maybe a 5th round pick, maybe a little bit more when you add all the pieces together. To be able to move up and get Jermaine Johnson at 26 was phenomenal and incredibly good fortune for the Jets that he ended up slipping so far, and we were able to scoop up and get him. So again, an incredible evening by Joe Douglas. Hands down, the Jets won the night. They won the NFL draft on day one. It's not even close in my opinion. I mean, the amount of talent that we get Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, and Jermaine Johnson. All should be first day starters by the time September rolls around and week 1 rolls around. I mean, to be able to accomplish that in the first round, get 3 first round picks of extremely high caliber that will be starting on day 1, couldn't have been better. JD did an amazing job. I honestly could not be happier with how this went down. So last night was a wonderful night to be a Jets fan. I mean, for once, we're not the butt of jokes. I mean, for a fan base that's been kicked around forever, the whole same old Jets thing, we could be absolutely proud of what Joe Douglas did and what the organization did to help better this team. I mean, we have an amazing core of talent, of young talent that's going to grow and get better. I mean, look at Zach Wilson, Michael Carter, Elijah Vera Tucker, Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson. I mean, that's an amazing core of young talent that this team can build off of. I mean, this is one of the most exciting times I can remember as a Jets fan in a very long time. I mean, we could truly, stick our chest out today and know that we have a wonderful future, and we're building the team the right way. I mean, it's going to be a tough road considering how stacked the AFC is, especially with all the elite talent at quarterback that's in the AFC. And unfortunately, we have the second hardest schedule in the NFL this coming season. But all things considered, I love what they did, and I can't wait to see this team ball out in 2022 when opening day comes on the second week of September. I am completely stoked, and it's been a very long time, since I've been this excited, about the future of the Jets, and JD has done a masterful job as a general manager. Not only what he did in free agency, getting some really good talent here, but without breaking the bank. I think we can put away the whole Jets tax thing for good now that JD is in power. So amazing, amazing night. Could not be happier, and I look greatly forward to what's in store come 2022 in September. So that's it, guys. Again, amazing night. Great night to be a Jets fan. It'll be interesting to see what they do in tonight at 7 o'clock on day two. There's lots of prospects we can get at 38, like either N'Kobe Dean or Arnold Ebiketie, Drake Jackson, if they want to double dip on edge, which I would love to have because, Carl Lawson's coming back from a serious injury. It's always good to have depth just in case. So I'm all for it if they want to get another edge at 38. I'm real good with that. Also, we need safety. We got Lewis Seen and a couple of our others that are available. So it'll be really interesting what the Jets do tonight, starting at 7 o'clock. I'll try and put an update sometime this weekend. I'm taking care of my kid this weekend, so I'll try and sneak out a video when I get the chance. But go Jets! Let me know how you guys feel in the comments. What do you guys want in day two of the draft, and anything else you want to put out there? I mean, fucking amazing job, great job, by Joe Douglas. I can't say it enough. As usual, go Jets and have a wonderful weekend and enjoy this time being a New York Jets fan.